Hi, I'm Carol, and thanks for being here today. Today's project is this dragonfly, and how do I make wings that I can attach to the side of him. The parameters are it needs to be transparent and shiny, and it has to be the right size and shape. So in this video, I'll show you how I did that. Here's the dragonfly wing that I want to make out of a tea bag. These tea bags are new. They have never had tea steeped in them. And then I ran them through my software and printed an image on them, which is text and some music, just to give it a little bit of interest. So I've pre-printed these tea bags, and I'm going to use this wire armature as the structure. And I made this frame out of foam board because you can see that if this tea bag, the liquid touched anything underneath it, it would stick to it. So especially since I'm going to be using super glue, it'll stick real well. And then of course my tea bag will be ruined. So I'm going to take a tea bag that's been pre-printed, and I'm just going to tape it down on the corners to this foam core frame. So that it has some tension across it, pretty tight. And then here's my little wire armature, and I try to make it as flat as possible so that it will lay down properly on this tea bag. And then I have my super glue right here, which is not the gel, it's just the regular liquid. That I'm going to put this inside of this wire, make it fit as flat as I can to the tea bag so it'll have good contact. And then I just take and just kind of scribble some glue onto the tea bag and run it around the perimeter of the wire, because I certainly want the wire to get stuck to it, not. And then I have a popsicle stick that I'm going to use to just smear around this glue so that it doesn't get too thick and make it level. And then take my stick and press it down, press the wire down into the glue to make sure there's good contact all around. And as soon as I think it's all glued down as well as it can be, and sometimes I'll have to hold down a side of it, maybe the wire, isn't quite flat, so I'll hold it down. But after a few minutes, the glue will set up enough to hold that wire in place. And then I can just go put it down, and I put it down in front of a fan, but I'm always careful to have something underneath in case some of that glue should leak through. I don't want it to get on whatever surface, so I'll put a piece of paper underneath it and set it right above the background so it doesn't touch anything as it dries. And it'll probably take, 5 or 6 hours for it to dry good and hard, and then I can peel away the edges of the tea bag that I'm not going to use. Here's one that's done. And I'll take scissors and trim it real close right up here so that this paper, goes away. But I don't throw this away. Of course, I can use this in other mixed media projects, but that's how I do it. That's how I make these translucent, see-through wings for my dragonflies. That's it. Take care.